Welcome back to another episode of The Expert Take, the show where we talk all that is the NFL, but mainly the victorious Green Bay Packers and the 0-1 Minnesota Vikings. I'm your host, Johnny, joined by this loser. Okay, so our teams played this week.
Allegedly.
Here we go. That's 3 in a row now, Packers against Vikings.
Okay, looking in the past again, I see.
I mean, I feel great, obviously.
I feel so frustrated because you guys still find a way to cheat. You figured out a way to infiltrate the refs. And then
here we go with the refs. There's the first ref comment of the season.
This game, the refs. I mean, obviously they figured something out and they're not going to be influenced by the Packers. We saw the field and the turf at Soldier Field. The whole Seattle thing, that was a meltdown. And now this time, it's like, I don't think it's a coincidence that one of the biggest things that the Vikings have going through them, and everybody knows this is like known throughout the country in the NFL, the Vikings, one of the biggest things they have going for them is the crowd noise. And funny enough, we have a game where the Packers come to town and we can't have a crowd. There's more than just a coincidence that we had COVID-19. I don't know. I was reading some research today. A lot of people who eat beer cheese soup are contracting COVID-19. I don't know. It's the research. I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, but I think that beer cheese soup made in Green Bay, Wisconsin is getting people sick worldwide, caused this COVID-19 crisis, and caused us to not have fans in the stadium, which is a huge benefit for us. And then you guys come in there and act like you guys own the place.
Quick Trip is watching this right now, absolutely raging at the fact that you're trashing their beer cheese.
Listen, the beer cheese is delicious. Pretty sure I had COVID because of it. And I'm pretty sure you guys figured out another way to cheat this year.
Aaron Rodgers, who I need to call out the Packer fans real quick. They were saying, oh yeah, we drafted our first round quarterback because Aaron Rodgers is just washed up and he ain't going to finish in Green Bay and he's going somewhere else. And I said, hey, settle down. Your boy came into U.S. Bank, 34 completions. What was it, like 365 yards or whatever, 4 passing touchdowns. And he said, shh. I have never seen Aaron Rodgers so comfortable. No pressure whatsoever. He could literally do whatever he wanted to do.
He could. Here's the thing. I think it's early in the season. I still think that Aaron Rodgers that we've seen yesterday is going to come back to form over the last 3 or 4 years. But I definitely think he tore up the Minnesota Vikings defense this week.
Everybody was concerned. Green Bay Packer fans were concerned about the wide receivers. All 3 of it, his 1, 2, 3, all caught a touchdown pass yesterday. He was spreading that ball like crazy. Every receiver was getting the ball.
Before you get too excited.
Yeah, again, the Vikings defense and there's young corners and I don't. No. There's no fans in the stands and
you cheated. You cheated. You cannot say you didn't cheat. 44 dropbacks. You had 2 pressures. I'll count that again. 2. Kirk Cousins, every 3rd dropback had a quarterback pressure.
In your defense, it was weird watching a game with no fans in the stands.
Yep.
That was just odd. That was odd to see. But not only that, you were missing D-man, Danielle Hunter. Yeah. I didn't even know he was out. I saw him sitting on the sideline. I looked at my brother. I was like, he's like, yeah, he's a big Vikings fan. He's like, yeah, you're lucky.
Your brother seems like a good guy. Maybe we should invite him over sometime.
We don't need any more Viking fans up in here.
It was almost like the Vikings forgot that you can tackle this quarterback. Vikings, just to let you know, Phillip Rivers comes to town next week. No, we go to him. You can tackle him. In fact, you can actually put hands on him and try to bring him to the ground. I think you're going to be okay.
Speaking of, quarterbacks falling to the ground.
I know where you're going with this.
I got some great shots I'd like to show you. Oh, man, that's one of my favorites right there.
We have to keep this channel PG.
No, it gets better. Oh, yeah. Look at that one right there.
That's the sack if I've ever seen one in my life.
Are you worried now, or is it like last week where it's, I'm not worried?
I am worried. If we do not get pressure, that's putting a lot of unneeded pressure on the back end of our defense. So I'm a little nervous about that. I think the offensive line on the Viking side is still a little squirrely, and I think we need to.
I thought about that on that safety. I was like, Alexander comes running in from the left side, and gets a sack.
Here's the thing. Here's what's crazy. That was totally schematic. I know we're gonna get technical. Shane's gonna yell at us. Here's the thing. That the play call that the Vikings ran is such a rare call to make. That play action pass from the end zone.
From the end zone,
right? Because 99% of the time you're running just to get a little bit of room.
Yeah.
Right? Get your quarterback out of the end zone. What is even more rare is a cornerback blitz by the defense.
No doubt.
Because if you run that cornerback blitz and they run to the left side, you lost a guy. He's running right by that running back.
No doubt. Yep.
And in this case, they had nobody there. There was free block because the Vikings never expected a corner blitz. and rightly so. Mike Pettin, incredible play call. Incredible play call.
Would you say your overall synopsis of the game and your reaction, your feeling is simply displayed on the t-shirt that you're wearing?
I wouldn't say it's not.
This team makes me drink.
This is a shirt that I've worn over the last 7 or 8 years.
Rightfully so, as a Vikings fan.
Worn it a lot.
We heard your reaction to the game. Now is a good time for what we like to call fan reactions, where we take a look at some other fan reactions of the game. Shortly following their embarrassing loss to the Green Bay Packers, the Minnesota Vikings took to Facebook and said, hey, you can't let this one linger. And this is what Viking fans had to say about it. 4-12 is what they're predicting.
I guarantee that guy at one point said 12-4 over the last week, too.
You can't let this loss linger, huh? You mean like obsessing over slavery that ended 150 years ago? Whoops. I've never had a bad defense, and I won't this year. Mike Zimmer, August 2020. Well, the plus side of things is no one had to pay to watch this embarrassment. There's always next year. Spoken like a true Vikings fan.
Yeah, living on hope.
Vikes secondary was not like a wet paper bag. It was like a mushy, almost disintegrated wet paper bag. Could be a long season.
Yeah.
Correct. Maybe if the governor would have allowed fans, we would have had some home field advantage.
Okay, so finally somebody. Okay, Twitter. I think we need to investigate. I don't have the time, nor do I really care that much. Can we please investigate the beer cheese soup at Quick Trip? I love Quick Trip.
Quick Trip.
But
the Vikings should pick up some shifts for the Minneapolis Police Department. Zimmer told his defense to stay 6 feet away from offensive players. He did, especially Aaron Rodgers. The good old Vikings fan, oh no, we suck again.
Oh, I can relate to that one. Yep.
Well, I'm glad the Packers got a home game at US Bank Stadium, and they didn't have to worry about Daniil Hunter, so that was great.
Unfortunately, I had to cheat to get it, but moving on.
Unbelievable. If we take a look around the rest of the league, I was very high and mighty on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the first episode. I still am. However, Tom Brady, he did not look that awesome with Tampa Bay.
He definitely did not. I mean, actually, he might be the worst quarterback in the last decade in Tampa Bay, and that's including Josh Freeman.
How many pick sixes, you let us know, is Tom Brady going to have this year?
Plus or minus 11.
We also had the other two teams in our division, the Lions and Bears. And you know how I feel about the Chicago Bears, as any Packer fan should feel. But that one came down to the wire.
I mean, Detroit was up by 3 touchdowns in the second half.
Yeah, literally 6 seconds left. He has the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
In the end zone, and he just drops it.
I know.
Detroit Lions, we wanted to exile you from the NFL, and you had the chance to prove us wrong, and you failed.
Against the Bears.
But speaking about other teams that one of us was high on, America's team, the Indianapolis Colts.
That was the only exception to the season of that is the Colts, is they did run into Minshew Mania.
People are saying what? Tom Brady's now the best quarterback in Florida? Think again.
Hello, right? Gardner.
As Shaheen and I called him last year, mustache bandana boy. So are the Jags
Super Bowl? I agree.
Okay, so we're shaking off week 1. Hopefully that was the preseason game that everybody needed.
Right.
I mean, the Packers are just elite. They don't need any warm-up. They don't need anything. Aaron Rodgers is just going to come out slinging. Devontae Adams is a score. I mean, everybody should just fear him, okay? So they didn't. They didn't need anything. We already know they're the best team
You
in the
talk
league.
so much.
The best team in history. The Green Bay Packers are just, I don't even know why other teams try. Anyway, you are taking on America's team. The Vikings and the Colts.
So again, I think the Colts are going to lose 2 games in a row.
Oh, okay.
My bet for them to win the division is slowly sinking down the drain. I think that we got to get Yannick Ngakoue going because we need.
Did you say that again?
Yannick Ngakoue.
That sounds like a name.
Yeah, like Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I knew a guy too. He was Chunamina Kubata.
I know a guy. His name is Sheen Yahubian. I think that the Vikings are going to work it out. I know we're going to, America's birthplace of America's team, Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
I do think that the Vikings are going to be able to pull this one out. I feel like we still have a good team. We just ran into a brick wall of the Packers and their cheats.
Oh my gosh. A brick wall in the Packers and their absolute greatness.
Why don't you have another cheese curd?
I'm going to go eat some more beer cheese soup. That's what I'm going to go give myself a bowl. If the Packers are not 2-0 by the end of this upcoming week, I'm not coming here next week.
No, you should.
Green Bay Packer fans want to talk about how the Packers front office has wasted Aaron Rodgers' career.
Oh my gosh.
Just think of Matthew Stafford.
And he continues to want to stay there.
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
Detroit,
I
of
know.
all places.
Does he realize every 5 years he can just leave?
Yeah, no kidding. Like you do realize California exists,
right?
And Florida,
Indianapolis exists. He could have played for America's team.
If the Packers are not 2-0 after they play Detroit this week, I'm just
right. You should probably just not show up with this show alone.
Okay, and with that, as always, the Green Bay Packers are far superior to any team to ever exist in the NFL.
About to lose it again.
Chris is going to go have another drink because his team makes him drink. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave your comments about how much you love the Green Bay Packers, correct?
#Teddy still sucks.
We'll see you next week. Let's bounce.